Hey guys, so here I am. Chag Sameach, kosher and happy Pesach to everybody. You know, the days we are in right now, the name that we call it is Chol Hamoed. In other words, we have the holiday of Pesach, which is celebrated, the first days, the first day in Israel, or the first days. Then we have the last days, and that's like a total Yom Tov. It's almost like Shabbos. We don't drive, we don't talk on the phone, right? All the things we're not allowed to do on Shabbat, with two exceptions, but most of them are almost similar. Mainly in the concept that it's a day that there is no work done. It's a holiday, it's a Yom Tov. But then the days in between, like today, uh, it's part of the holiday because we are in Pesach. Pesach is a 7 day holiday and 8 days outside of Israel. But it's not the same kind of holiday because we drive, we talk on the phone, we exchange money. There's a lot of things we don't do on Chol Hamoed. We don't work the same way. There's different halachas about it, and in many aspects, it is. So that's the point. It's like mini holiday. We would call it in Hebrew. It's called Chol Hamoed. It's an opportunity. So why is it? Why do we have in the middle? Why is it not a 7 days holiday? No, we're not talking practically right now that it seems to be impossible to take a 7 day off. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea. But that is not the consideration of the Torah. The Torah gives us a holiday of what we need, whether it seems to us a 2017 appropriate or not. So the Torah could have just as well called it a 7 day holiday or 3 day holiday. What's the idea of starting with a holiday, ending with a holiday, full holiday, and in the middle, there's a few days that are like mini holiday, Chol Hamoed. So the idea is basically, what is the concept of the Jewish holidays? Now, I'll explain what are the Jewish holidays, and then we'll go back to this idea of Chol Hamoed. So the Jewish holidays are a mitzvah in the Torah. It's a commandment in the Torah to observe certain dates and make them special with certain stipulations of how to make them special. But what is the purpose of it? So the purpose of it in the Torah is that we should remember God. We should remember that God took us out of Mitzrayim. Then we have a whole ritual in order that every Jew will forever remember what actually happened in Egypt. So that's the classic, basic explanation. When you read the Torah, this is like the purpose of the holidays. Now, in Hasidic thought, which is based on Kabbalah here in Tzfat, Hasidism took Kabbalah to a different direction, but many of its thoughts are Kabbalistic based, obviously. So in Kabbalah and Hasidut, the holiday is a time where the same godly energy that appeared while the holiday took place the first time, that same godly energy gets revealed in the world again to a certain extent. So, in other words, if this is the holiday of Passover, and Passover is a time of taking the Jewish people out of Egypt, well, that energetic force of taking the Jews out of Egypt, however we explain Kabbalistically, spiritually, what exactly it means in terms of what's happening, within the Godhead, as they call it, what's happening with the godly energy that's coming down, how exactly does it work? But whatever that was, which the point of it is to take us out of Egypt, take us out of limitations, that happens again every year on the holiday of Pesach, or every other holiday, whatever the energy of that holiday is. Not only it happens every year, but more than that, it's even stronger than it happened the first time. And that's a whole topic for itself, not for right now. So, in conclusion, go back to the question asked before, why do we have mundane days in the middle of the holiday? The answer is because we, what we're supposed to do with this godly energy that we receive on the holiday, it's not just for itself that you have godly energy for 7 days and you're having a good time, but more than that, it is for the purpose of taking that godly energy and bringing it down into the reality, because the holiday is going to be over in a few days, and then we're going to be back to business, so to say. We'll be back to regular days. We have to take the energy of the holiday and bring it into the mundane days. That's not so simple to do. In fact, sometimes it's very hard because the holiday is over, the party is over, a day or two, boom, I'm back to my regular life, and it just seems like the holiday just passed over me, and I'm not feeling that I actually was able to contain any of it. In order for us to be able to contain it, so to say, we have a few days in the middle that are mundane days, like today, like tomorrow, like Friday, like Sunday. Those days, if we're able to take the energy of Pesach and take it in on those days, in other words, not to go so much to what's permissible in the mundane, but to veer it more to the side of the holiday, even in those days, that will enable us to take this entire energy of the holiday and take it to all the mundane days of the rest of the year. Chag Sameach, think about it.